In the Big 12, number 6 Baylor. They manhandled Shaka Smart and Texas Longhorns tonight. Scott Drew was happy with the veteran team's ability to rebound after last week's tough loss at West Virginia. Take a listen.
Well, I think that's the why our team's successful is we have great upperclassmen that understand the short memory mentality in the Big 12. I mean, no win you can be too high because then you're going to lose the next one, and no loss you can be too down, otherwise you're going to lose the next one. And in the Big 12, you're going to have both. So no one's gone undefeated in a long time, and you just got to be able to move on to the next game.
Okay, Timmy, just one quote-unquote bad loss. That was last week at West Virginia. They are 17-1. One of those veterans that Scott Drew was talking about, Johnathan Motley, had 32 points and had 20 rebounds in this monster performance against Texas today. Is Motley the type of kid that can carry this team on his back deep in March?
No.
Whoa.
Tremendous game against Texas. You know, Texas came into the year top 25, not really lived up to that billing. Motley's been sensational. Baylor's been great. First time in school history they get to a number 1 ranking. But when I look at their backcourt, and in March, that's what wins.
Yep.
Backcourts win. Motley's great. Their defense is great. They're rebounding off the charts. They beat up everybody on the backboard. But when you play West Virginia and you turn the ball over almost 30 times, my trust level as far as your guard play, I just don't think that's going to be enough to get them over the hump. When you talk about a deep run from a team that was number 1 in the country, that's Final Four. And I don't think they're a Final Four team. Could they go to Sweet 16, Elite 8? No doubt about it. Could they get upset in the second round? I think so.
I agree, but then again, I look at Scott Drew, Bryce Drew, Valpo, their ties, coaching guards, his son. Can he coach guards? Because Scott Drew, when I look at him, I go, I trust him. Like, he seems like the type of coach that maybe in March could get these guys coached up to be able to handle that pressure. Maybe not West Virginia's, but other teams.
Well, the one thing they do have going for them, they have an identity. You know who they are. When Baylor steps on the floor, it's going to be tough to score 60. They're giving up less than 60 points a game.
They're going to get after you.
And they're going to go to the glass. And they're long, they're athletic. He recruits those style of kids. I mean, think about all the long, athletic type of guys that have gone through the system there.
Yep.
I think it's going to come down to guard play. I think for Baylor to get over their hump, their guards, small they may be, quick as they may be, they're going to have to make shots and be different to make.
Do you still think they can stay in the mix to be a number 1 seed, though, come March? Or do you think by that point they've slipped a little bit out and Kansas has been Kansas? And
I ask you this. You're a lot older than me. If you're Baylor, would you rather be a number 1 seed?
No.
Or would you rather win the Big 12?
Oh, man. I thought you were going to say it'd be a 2. I'd like to fly below the radar. If I have either one of those things, I've got a target on my back. I think I'd rather win the conference.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas has won it, 13 straight times, looking for 13?
Right? Bill Self just wins it every year. That's what he does. If they could do that, Scott Drew's like, look, we can actually recruit with this too. Although you could recruit and tell a kid, hey, we were a number 1 seed last year in the NCAA Tournament.